I think you're losing your head. I think you're going stark raving insane, and you have no one in this ever-loving world, sweetheart, to blame except yourself. Well, maybe Joe. But then, are you going insane? Let's see. Ouch! Agnes!
What?
How long are you gonna take, anyway?
I'll be out in a minute.
Well, are you about through in there? Ow. What a stupid thing to do. That is no kind of test of insanity anyway. It's more for sleepwalking or disorderly conduct or dumping. So, what does one do when their faculties are ebbing away from them? They go to an analyst. What does he do? You lie down on a couch. Then what does he do? No, a respectable analyst. What does he do? Lie. A quick little word association. Oh, you can't give yourself a word. Well, I mean, why not? Okay. Ready? Ready. All right. I'll say a word, and then you say the very next word that pops into your head. Yes, I understand. Very well. Word. Word. Dog. Oh, for Christ's sake. Dog. Jesus Christ, dog! Cat! Oh, God. That's it? Cat. Well, keep it up. All right. Cat, rat, mouse, house, dog, rat, cat, house, bat, pat, fat, louse. Fat louse. Jesus Christ. Rat, cat, dog, house, mouse, louse. Oh, jeez. You don't need an analyst, you need an exterminator. You can't even associate with yourself. Even words. Joe! Why not? As long as you don't know the next word that's coming up. All right. Now, very next word that pops into your head. Yes, I understand. Okay. Knickerbocker. Knickerbocker. Very well. I'll play your stupid little game with you. Holiday, take that. Phenakistoscope. An instrument resembling a zoetrope in nature and use. One form consists of figures arranged about the center with radial slits. Radial slits? Radial slits through which the figures are viewed by means of a mirror. But what's it for? Phenakistoscope. Very well. Phenakistoscope. Oh, zoetrope. Naturally. tree. A tree. That couldn't possibly mean anything. The trouble with you, Rachel, is you're not nuts, you're just dull. All right. An ostrich. Yeah, a little better. An ostrich eating. An ostrich, huh? That's vaguely phallic, you know. Well, vaguely. That's the problem with those things. When they start to work, you got a problem. Start yourself. Agnes! Are you ever getting out of there?
What? I'll be on in a minute, Christ.
Said that an hour ago. There is nothing wrong with you. Except you're given to talking to yourself. Driven to talking to yourself. Pointless conversations before retiring. You see, Doctor, it's like this. Joe turned out to be a rat. Of course, I think I knew that before he turned out. You know, I was just sitting home saying to myself, Rachel, you've got to get yourself a new phenocystoscope. The one you've got is just a mess. The radial slits are all shot. And when the radial slits are all shot, there is just no hope for a phenocystoscope. Or anything else for that matter. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh, Joe, where did you go? All the way to... What have you been doing? Testing your insanity again, I see. What are you, crazy or something? There is nothing wrong with you. 5'2"? 5'6", actually. Girls are bigger than ever. Dark hair, fine hair, opalescent skin, lovely hips, good breasts, nice legs. Nice? Hell, great legs. Not bad ears, good hands, slightly blah eyes, but then can't have everything. Can't have everything. What you are is probably a louse. Fool, of course, moral to the fault, probable louse. And where you are a probable louse, Joe is a definite A1 first-class louse. It is good to get an A1 definite first-class louse out of your hair. $436.38. And several government checks, like 30, say. And 4 cars, and 20-odd forgeries, and $436.38.
I'm out. What are you up to?
Oh, girl, you are a mess. Just a mess. Well, what do you expect of last year's phenocystoscope?
You gonna take a bath or what?
Take a bath? When did you start to say take a bath? Take a bath, take a shower, take a haircut. I don't know what you're coming to.
I got a cold.
What's that got to do with anything?
Well, I abbreviate when I got a cold.
$436.38. I just want to know if I did the right thing.
Look, a guy robs a store. You turn him in, you do the right thing?
Do I know this guy or not?
Okay.
Who robbed the store in your hypothesis?
Leave my hypothesis out of it. What's that got to do with anything? Guy robs a store, you turn him in.
He didn't rob a store.
You gonna take a bath or what?
I don't know.
You gonna stay up and read all night or what?
$400.
You gonna stop brooding? I'm going to bed.
You know, if we would just say to ourselves just once, you do that and you'll be sorry for it later.
Yeah, not bloody likely. Oh, Grace, I'm going down. What's up?
You know what you are?
Yeah? Make it good.
Susceptible.
Susceptible. You hook the dud, and I'm susceptible. I got a lousy job, and a lousy Kew Gardens, and a lousy date tomorrow for lunch, and a lousy boss, and a lousy dentist appointment, and a lousy love life, and a roommate that takes out all her aggressions on me. All you have to say is I'm susceptible. I'm dying. Face it, Agnes, you got a lousy life.
I meant susceptible to colds or drafts.
Agnes Mulligan, this is your life. The TV screen goes blank for 30 minutes.
Why do you always have a cold? You've had a cold since I've known you.
Baby, I'm allergic to you is why. Ugh. It's because I wear low-cut dresses. Oh, I knew when I was 9, with a name like Agnes, I was in for a dumpy figure and a big bust and low-cut dresses and a susceptibility to drafts.
Well, then don't wear them.
If I'd have had any brains, I'd have changed my name.
Why don't you?
What's the point of having a big bust if you don't wear low-cut dresses, huh? You know, what I can't wait for is a great big house and about 6 handmaids and a huge bed for myself to sprawl all over. Oh. You know, I really want to keep my figure, what there is of it. After I'm married, I mean. I want to look as nice as possible, I really do. God, I think that's important.
Would you just shut up?
What the hell did you do to the dictionary?
Oh, yeah. I made her a Rorschach.
Yeah.
I was testing my responses. What does it look like to you?
It looks like I better know the meaning and derivation of every word between obsecrate and ocelot. Jesus!
No. What does it look like, though? Do you get an ostrich?
I don't get anything except mad.
Sorry.
Jesus, Rachel. Nail polish, huh?
Yeah. Thought maybe I was going insane.
And the simple act of pouring nail polish into a dictionary didn't solve anything for you, huh?
You know what? Don't pester me.
Yeah.
Do I eat popcorn in bed? Thought you would never get out of that tub. Don't you know not to leave a screwed up girl alone with herself for 3/4 of an hour?
Well, I was soaking.
I only want to know if I did the right thing.
Look, 100 of that was mine, okay? He was a bum. What can I tell you? He was a bum and a thief. And let's see, you turned him into the Secret Service, and now what are you conjuring up? Lonely Joe in a cell? Well, forget it.
You're not funny.
He was a bum. So you had fun. Wasn't worth it.
He was a bum. Of course he was, but I had no idea he'd done any of that other.
Well, how long have you known him?
3 months.
In 3 months, you're supposed to know everything there is to know about the guy. Every bank he's robbed, for Christ's sake.
He hadn't robbed any banks.
Federal bank notes passed, totaling into the hundreds. You want to get technical, he robbed a bank. And a federal bank at that. It's not worth it.
You know, you're a lot of help. I think I'm going over the edge here. You just sit complacently sticking to the blankets.
This damn stuff, I'm going fuzz.
What will they do to him, do you think?
I think they'll hang him.
Now you just stop it!
Come on, he'll go to jail. He stole my dough, and your dough, and the federal government's dough, and God knows who else's dough, and he'll go to jail.
I just couldn't believe it.
Yeah, me too.
I really had fun, too.
Well, don't think about it, okay?
I really did.
She says we really had fun. I didn't say don't think about it. She says we really had fun. Christ! Listen. You know what happened to that twink bookkeeper sits next to me out at work?
Agnes, I do not care what happened to Twink bookkeeper out at Standard Universal Plumbing.
Standard universal fixtures. There's no such thing as plumbing anymore. Christ. All right, so he takes this guy that he had
Agnes,
down
I do
there.
not care to hear about this right now.
Look, you think I would trouble you with it if it wasn't pertinent, huh? I'm in the habit of telling you bedtime stories for the hell of it, am I? So he picks up, good Lord, this guy. Apparently, they just wander around the street and they see eye to eye with someone and then they run off and hit the sack, which, if you want to know my opinion, it's a bit capricious, but not altogether impractical. Anyway, so he takes his big lug back to his room in Starsville in Alabama, or whatever the hell's supposed to happen. Anyway, the next morning, Henry waves goodbye, and 2 days later, he sees this doll's picture in the paper. He'd been picked up for murder, my dear, of 4 or 5 ferries out in California, and God knows how many more between there and here. Poor Henry almost died. He'd spent the entire night with a guy.
Fine. I'm sorry, but I don't see the connection.
Well, you said you'd really had fun, and you couldn't
We
possibly
haven't been
believe
going
that Joe would be
together
this.
for 3 months.
And you didn't
Do
know
you
much
think
about
that
him.
fling is the one night?
And you had some fun. You didn't know
I didn't
beans
just pass him
about
on
him.
the street.
That's
you know.
right. You didn't pass him on the street. You
Just
met
like
him
your
at Bigfoot's.
long chance, honestly. God, I happen to be in love with him, okay? That's why I'm wandering around this damn stupid wondering, what the hell? Yeah, right. You won't.
Have a box of Kleenex.
I don't want them.
They pop up.
Go away. Why did I say anything? What did it cost me, really? Nothing.
Honestly. Yeah. We're having a shot. You and me too. Good for a cold. I'm gonna be up all fucking night nursing a roommate. You know, I'm always nursing somebody else's broken heart. Just once. I'd like to have a broken heart of my own. Come on. Take your shot. Cheers.
You're great.
I snore, actually. Why don't you get some sleep?
I don't think I can. You go on to bed. Isn't late, is it?
Nah. You know, I hate you like this. I pass up more good cracks.
I think maybe I should call in the morning.
And tell him what? That he really didn't do it? Not here, nor in Denver, nor in Tucson? They did twice what you did about him. Christ, hangnail. Stupid typewriter.
I could drop the charges.
I doubt they'd let him out just for you. Besides, I don't know about you, but I'd be scared to death if he got out now.
I don't know what I should have done.
Well, don't worry about it, okay? Don't think about it. It's over. It's done.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna roll my hair. Wasn't gonna. For up the damn nights. Christ. You collect coins? I got a Tasmanian penny at Rikers yesterday.
No.
It's got some kind of crazy fruit tree on it.
No.
See the rabbit? Huh? A little funny. Okay. Look, why don't you just go to sleep?
I tried it.
Well, why don't you read something?
Tried it.
Well, why don't you turn on the radio or something?
Tried it.
Well, what haven't you tried?
I'm being such a lunk, really. Who's your lunch with?
Tonsils. The boss's son. I told you about him. He talks like that. The Harvard accent, yet. Christ. He's got that kind of face, I swear to God. The second it gets warm out, he's going to waltz into the office with some stupid pair of sunglasses. You know, I feel like I should sympathize with you, honey. But honestly, Rachel, I've seen this happen to you about 10 times since I've been living here.
Not exactly this.
And you say not exactly this every time. It's a boy, you know what I mean?
All right. It's a bore. I couldn't agree more. Well, how many boyfriends have I had since you've known me? Not so many.
I don't know. I'm not your date book.
Well, since you've been here.
I don't know. What am I?
Roger, just after you moved in.
Floyd, you just broke up with.
Then Roger.
Oh, and Val.
Tom, then Val.
And Marvin, what a loser he was, huh?
Joe, 6. It's just too much.
In what? 9 months? Not even a year.
They were all nice guys, though. All of them, really.
Oh, yeah. Charming. All. Berges of Calais.
It's just too much.
It's an unearthly waste of time, you know what I mean? You know what you could do in 9 months?
Very funny.
I wasn't even thinking that, Jesus. I meant like, get to know somebody, get married, get engaged at least.
Well, with Joe, it was nearly 3 months. God.
Fuck. Got to quit saying that. Jesus. Rachel. Rachel.
What?
You call your mother, I'm moving out.
What?
I said, if you're calling your mother, I'm moving out. Out into the street, into the rain. I don't care. I'll be happier there. I'll catch pneumonia, I'll go to St. Vincent's Hospital. I'll be happier there, believe me.
What's wrong?
Nothing's wrong. I just had it with this Daisy May routine.
It's not that bad.
Huh, you're on that phone one solitary minute, and you have an accent strong enough to paper the walls. And I'd live with one southern girl, could not take that. This nightly metamorphosis shit I don't need.
Well, maybe it would help. There are times when you want to call your mother. What's wrong with that?
Well then, call my mother. But you get in line from here to Dogpatch, Virginia, and I'm moving out. I can't take it. I won't sit here and stand for it anymore. Days of the Cotton Queen are over as far as I'm concerned.
It isn't Dogpatch. I really wish you'd quit saying that.
Fine then, what is it?
Colorton,
Culleton, Virginia.
North Carolina.
North Carolina. Jesus, how long did it take you to learn to lose that drawl?
How long? About 5 years.
5 years to learn not to drool. Van Gogh didn't study that long to learn. Of course, he couldn't drool. Now, get my hair up. I'll look better tomorrow. Where are my clothes?
Oh, I'll go on to bed. I think I will.
Fuck. I the hell with it. Jesus. Agnes, your revision. 3 years ago, I had kinky hair.
No kidding.
And I had it straightened ever since I had straight hair. But I like to curl it, keep it looking nice, Can't stand it looking the way it is.
If it's straight, it looks nice like that.
No, when I'm not, it's Veronica Lake. Besides, I used to go to this girl, this beautician. She used to kill me, inside. She says, Agnes, because she was Jewish, Agnes, she says, I'll do wonders for you. Your own mother won't recognize you. You won't know yourself. For every week, nearly a year, I'd go in. She'd comb me out, and reset me exactly the same. Agnes, you won't know yourself. Every week, I came out looking exactly the way I went in. Solid year.
Why did you keep going back to her then?
I don't know. It's just nice to run into a positive attitude once in a while, I finally quit. After a couple of weeks, she calls me up, wants to know what happened. I didn't have the heart to tell her that my mother still recognized me. So I told her I bought a wig. She goes, oh, Agnes, you gotta bring it over. I do wonders with wigs. Your own mother won't know you. Oh, Lord. You gonna stay up and read all night or what?
I don't know.
Well, why'd you ask the bathroom? You don't want to shower or something, huh?
Agnes,
Mm.
can we talk
Yeah.
straight on this?
Of course.
Just, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do if I don't get myself straight on this, you know? It's, I don't want to call my mother any more than you want me to. I don't. But it's just, if I don't figure out what's going on, I think I'm just gonna lose it, you know? And
Sure.
I just,
Talk to Dr. Mulligan. My fees are reasonable. Where are my cigarettes? Where are my cigarettes?
no, not even like that, though. No, I just so I can decide what I think or feel or something.
Yes, of course you can. No.
Well, stop flying around. God, just sit down. Look. I did like Joe, okay? An awful lot, too, and I just...
Sure, fine.
No,
I
just don't
understand.
interrupt me, God! You know, while you're wrinkled up in that damn tub, I thought I was losing my mind. You come back in here and I say, Agnes, can I borrow 2 minutes out of your life to listen to me? And then I get 20 minutes of Charlie Chaplin.
Okay. Well, I'm waiting for you to go on.
Sorry, it's just... Jesus, I don't know anything. I just can't seem to do anything without it boomeranging, backfiring in my face, you know, just blowing up right in my face. I do something heatedly because I'm mad, and it's the right thing to do, I know. And then it just blows up in my face. I mean, I didn't even talk to him. I just turned him in. And not interesting that much money from us either. I just turned him in. God knows what kind of fix he was in to take money from us.
You want a cigarette?
No, God, no, God, don't want a cigarette.
Okay, so you don't want a cigarette.
I just had one, okay? I have no urge for a cigarette at all.
Okay.
Thank you.
I only asked, don't make a prediction.
Well, I don't want a cigarette.
Okay, I said.
Anything else?
All right, I said Christ.
It's just, you know, I'm trying to tell you something, and all I keep getting from little helpful Agnes is, can you have a cigarette?
Would you hand me the ashtray?
You know
and the
what?
lighter
Christ,
anyway?
here, grab
Hey,
it!
God, I merely asked for the ashtray. Any particular place you'd like me to cram it? Well, I'm waiting for you to go on.
Whenever you're ready.
I'm ready.
There is no point in me talking to myself. I can talk to myself by myself.
I was listening to you.
Sure.
I was. I heard every feeble-minded word you said.
Sure.
You want me to repeat it?
No.
You said, God knows what kind of fix he was in to have to take my mums.
I did.
You did. You said you do something, and it boomerangs, orangutans, backfires right in your face. So you do what's right, and an innocent guy, which is a lie, is gonna get hanged, which is also a lie. And God knows what kind of fix he was in to have to take money from us. I swear to Christ, one more word, you'd have said it's only money.
Well, that's the stupidest thing I've ever said in my life, then.
Mm-hmm.
God.
I'm gonna roll my hair.
I can't even talk about him straight.
Sure can't. Look, what it boils down to is he's just damn fine-looking
No,
stuff.
I resent
You
that, for
just-
Christ's sake.
Fine, he was a good-looking guy then. And you're just pissed that you misjudged him and you ain't gonna have him around no more. And on top of that, you trusted him enough to leave him here for a few hours when he was short. You have to admit he was often short. He took a month's payoff, you know, it's reasonable you'd be pissed off. I would be too, I'd call the cops.
He did.
Well, then, there you go.
It isn't just physical.
And when somebody says it ain't just physical, you can be pretty damn sure it's just physical.
Oh, I think I am tired. I didn't get any sleep at all last night. Are you going to bed?
Nah. Couldn't sleep now anyway. Couldn't breathe. Need a respirator.
How come?
All night long I've been telling you I'm a dying woman. I got colds in my head.
Well, why don't you just rub yourself with Vicks or something?
Nah. I got a lunch date with the boss's son and I don't want to smell like Vicks, even for him. Give him my cold first.
That's silly.
His soup would probably taste like menthol, for Christ's sake.
Ooh, I'm going to bed.
Suddenly it's springtime. Fuck. Gotta quit saying that. All right. Well, sleep it off.
It'll probably look better tomorrow. You know, you're probably right. I just miss them a lot, you know? And in a few days, I'll see everything in just a better perspective.
Yeah, in a few days you'll be knocked up by some stud named Herkimer, probably.
I will not be knocked up by anybody anytime in a few days or nothing.
All right. I just meant, you know, you've established a pattern by now, an orbit, so to speak. And by Thursday, you'll be head over heels mad for someone totally new. Past the sun again, so to speak.
You know, I'm not that bad.
Fine, you're not that bad.
You know, at least my mother would have told me it'll be better tomorrow. Probably all I needed to hear to get some sleep.
It'll be exactly the same tomorrow. The world it was, the old world yet. And I was I. My things were wet.
What?
Nothing.
What do you mean my things were wet?
Nothing, it's a poem.
I know, it's a poem.
Down in lovely Muck I've lain, happy till I woke again. The world it was, the old world yet.
And I was I, my things were wet.
That's right.
Okay, but what's lovely about a muck?
I don't know, he was drunk.
I know he was drunk and had a little fair someplace, but what's lovely about a muck?
Or maybe they pronounced it differently in Shropshire.
Very funny. Going to bed.
Yeah.
I'm dead. I've knocked myself out.
Yeah. Yep. You keep me up all night long, and I want to know if I'm coming to bed.
I'm sorry.
Sure. Yeah, well, sleep it all. Get some sleep, girl. You know, I don't know why you should worry any more about Joe than you did about whoever it was before. I mean, you got to admit that pattern is evident there somewhere. Maybe you should really go to an analyst, you know? I mean, everybody's got problems. Maybe you could help. Probably got some kind of real problem in there somewhere. I mean, to hell with how it looks. You know, if it helps. Might keep you away from dictionaries, you know? Oh, Jesus. Well, I say if it helps, do it. Forget how it looks. God knows, I would certainly like to find... I am absolutely getting pneumonia. I'm gonna be a mess tomorrow. I won't make it to work, let alone lunch. Casual lunch, my God. I wonder what he'd think. Stupid Charles. He knew I was putting my hair up for him, catching pneumonia. No lie. I can't wait till summer to see what kind of stupid sunglasses he's gonna pop into the office with. You go to sleep. Well, maybe tendering my notice anyway. We've gone through 6 men while I sit around and turn to fungus. It's just not a positive atmosphere for me, honey. Not quite. You're out with Handsome Vale or someone every week, and I'm just sitting around wondering if the boss's bony, skinny son will come on up to the water cooler, if only. If only. Oh, God. No stroganoff. Now I'm on a diet. No, I will not admit that. Good or bad, he says stroganoff and baked potatoes. It's stroganoff and baked potatoes. Sour cream and beer. God, he's probably on a diet himself. He could fill out, God knows. You know what Charles looks like? He looks like one of those little model men you make out of pipe cleaners when you're in grade school. You remember those? Yeah. He is so skinny and so white. I swear to God, if I ever saw him naked, I would laugh myself to death. You know, he's Jewish too. I'll bet his mother's a nervous wreck. I'll bet she thinks every woman on the block is pointing at her. Look, there goes Mrs. Schwartz, starving her children to death. Poor Charles, shakes like a leaf. Yeah. Not that Mrs. Schwartz would ever admit that either. No woman would ever admit her son was nervous. The hell's he got to be nervous about? The nerve of being nervous. Fuck. My kid brother got an ulcer. My mother was to bed for 3 weeks. Totally destroyed. Upset. Bawling. Weeks on end sometimes. My brother, though, he was great. Never let her bother him for a minute. She'd get one of her spells, run off to bed bawling. He never paid the slightest attention to her. Off she'd go, slightest provocation. And Eric would say, oh, Mother's bedridden with the piss-offs again. I'd come home from a holiday or something. Say, hey, where's Mom? And Eric would go, nah, she's bedridden with the piss-offs again. You know, Charles, you've got nice eyes, you really have. Deep. I like brown eyes for a man. They're warm. I don't like blue eyes. They're always weak or weepy. Either that or cold, you know? Brown eyes, they're warm. They're gentle. Not weak, but gentle. I used to want to have a little girl. Little girl with blue eyes. So I used to picture, God, idealize really. Big, blonde men, Swedish types. Oof. But a boy, I want to have brown eyes. It's so much better for boys. Oh, you think? Oh, I don't know anymore. Oh, yes, I got it at Saks. It was on sale, I believe. Oh, God. The hell's the care where you got it? It wasn't on sale, knucklehead. And it wasn't Saks. It's Bonds. Not that he'd know the goddamn difference. Fuck. Got to quit saying that.